Cowabunga, my dudes! This past weekend, I got to attend the Portsmouth Mini-Con in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, celebrating 40 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And wow, what an incredible experience this was. The con ran on Saturday and Sunday. I drove up Saturday night with my daughter and had a chance to catch up with one of my favorite people, Mr. No Chewing, who spent some time with us and gifted me this amazing 3D printed, hand-painted sewer. So excited to work this into one of my future Ninja Turtle shots. And, you know, by the way, if you ever get a chance to meet No Chewing in person, just be forewarned. He's really tall and really handsome. But the con itself was absolutely incredible. There were so many talented artists there, so many people from Ninja Turtle history, so many people who are working on the franchise now and are moving it forward. So this was really awesome to get something like this and have it all signed by all the artists who were there. And then getting a chance to talk with the artists, people like, you know, Jim Lawson, who had this drawing that was made on old comic book paper that apparently isn't used anymore. But it was really cool to hear him talk about this and how you have to sketch it in and do things like that. Then, of course, there was people like Steve Levine, known for this piece. You know, I mean, how many of us didn't play this game? I mean, right? And, you know, there's other artists like Ken Mitroni, Ben Bishop, of course, was there. Aaron Haswari, I apologize if I mispronounced your name, but he was there selling his envelope art, which is really cool. You know, he would mail stuff out and then draw these awesome pictures on stuff. So this is book one, which he just did a Kickstarter for, and he did this awesome sketch for Raph right in front of my eyes. So it was really, really great. There was also local artists like Vero Stewart and Ryan Higgins, who were really cool to talk to. And of course, Kevin Eastman, and a very special appearance by Peter Laird, who you may or may not know doesn't make a lot of appearances at cons. Getting the chance to talk to Kevin and Peter was just absolutely incredible. What was even more incredible is a man named Richard Horn was there, who had the original negatives of the TMNT comic book from the original printing of the runs 1 and 2, who had this special comic book made there. There were actually a couple versions of this, but this was the one that he was offering. And it is limited to 9,275 copies, which sounds like a very specific number, but there's a reason behind it. That is the original run of the first and second printing. So as you can see on the inside, same negatives were used to create the same style, same art, recreation of the original printings. And then I, of course, got it signed by Mr. Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman, and a couple other people who were there. One of the highlights of the weekend was that I had an opportunity to have both Kevin and Peter sign a photo that I created. So being a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan growing up, having that shape my childhood, my adulthood, and then sharing it with my children, especially having my daughter there this whole time, and having them not only just sign this, but, you know, actually ask me questions about things like posing and lighting and how I created this was really, really incredible. And something I won't soon forget. So thank you, Portsmouth, for that. And thank you to Kevin and Peter for, you know, creating these wacky dudes that we all love to hang out with. On top of that, there were so many other people that we got to meet and talk with. Brian Van Hooker from the Turtle Tracks podcast was there. Spent some time talking with him. He's a really awesome dude. And of course, Gary and Tom from Bull Airs. Finally got to meet Gary in person, which is wild because I feel like we're old friends at this point. And they had some really cool stuff. They've got the Steve Levine shoes that are out now. And I got to see some behind-the-scenes stuff and stuff coming. And boy, hope you're ready to drop some more money. But, you know, it was an absolutely incredible event. And Jetpack Comics had this exclusive print that you had to drive to their store to get. And, of course, really great marketing because once we got in there, we spent more money. Huge thank you to Portsmouth Mini-Con for putting this con on. Thank you to everybody who was there and put up with me for asking stupid questions and geeking out with them. And of course, a huge thank you to Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, not only for spending time with me this weekend and pretending to be interested in my photography, but just for everything and for creating these four brothers that we all like to hang out with. So nothing else to say but cowabunga, my dudes.